Here we go.
Ooh.
Ooh,
You aced that one.
nice 6.
Hmm?
You aced the 6. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, another ace. What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh
Silly.
boy.
So that's a 15, that's an 18 in total. Wow, I think he's dead.
Nope, because you wanted to immobilize him.
Yeah.
You break his leg and he falls over once more.
That's also bad.
Yeah.
That is rather bad and grisly when you've come to think of it. Well, Hunter, you're engaging a ogre in conversation.
Yes, I'm giving
The
him
ogre
2
is-
platinum. I'm not arguing with the
Indeed.
man, I'm just giving him what he wants.
Okay, he looks at his back scratcher, looks at the hand that holds up his cloth that protects his decency, and he seems to be having trouble figuring out how to do this. You may need to help him somehow.
Oh.
Just
You
tell
could,
him to
for
open
instance,
his
like
mouth.
put the back scratcher in your mouth for a moment and take these coins? Question.
Or put the coins between the fingers of the back scratcher. Or how is it?
Alright, you creatively store gold on a naked ogre.
Yeah, that wasted my turn. But at least I'm preventing another battle from happening.
Indeed. The hobgoblin is in serious pain, is lying on the ground and
Oh,
can't
and
seem to
meanwhile
get up.
I go like keep going, chaps! Good job, keep fighting. You can do it. And then I turn back to the ogre.
So return to me.
Alright, I'll do that. And the other goblin leaps onto the piping, and they're both just cowering inside, looking at each other, going, "Shall we still fight?" And they look down at you. It's Warforged time.
Okay.
Burn the
So has
bastard.
the little shit that I blasted with the acid bot dissolved already?
Yes.
Alright, and there are no other immediate threats minus the hobgoblin, right?
There's the hobgoblin and 2 goblins that are going, shall we?
Alright. Gonna ignore the goblins now. Walk over to the hobgoblin, the evil one.
Oh, good point, yes.
And... sorry?
No, continue on.
And, because I am made of metal, I am going to use my weight to stomp on his still good feet, the remaining good leg, in an effort to break it as well.
That will be fighting.
We are so statistical today.
It's not very high, but I'm going to roll it anyway.
We're a Dungeons and Dragons party.
Yeah.
That explains it.
Yes. And your
It's a
D6?
D6.
Yes.
Yep, D6. So it's actually not that bad.
No,
You're a Warforged.
Warforged.
Oh!
Ouch. He's in for hurt. Wow. You and your ridiculous rolls, mans.
Savage World. It doesn't have a bell curve. The probability chart
A 9 and an 11. I'd go for the 11.
is a wildly drawn doodle by a blind kid on way too much sugar.
So 11.
Right.
I'm guessing I will stomp him.
Yes, but unfortunately you miss his foot and something else goes crack.
Fucking hell! I rolled 11 and he dodged. Holy shit!
No.
No.
And he goes out like a light.
Oh.
Because you roll two d6s and a d4. I think you'll make this one.
I rolled 2 d6s and a d5 actually. 11.
No. Never mind.
No.
Anyway,
You roll an extra d6. That's why you got 2 d6 instead of 1 d6 and a d4.
Right.
you curb stomp the steel bulwark, and he is a bulwark no more.
The end.
The ogre squeezes himself back into his bathtub, and the goblins run for it.
And I again
Thanks,
apologize for the inconvenience.
Yes, well done. Yes, the dwarf unshakes and has a little wound. Ow.
One more scar.
Now, and then I turn
Indeed.
back to the group. Good work, everyone. That's some nice teamwork. Yes, this seems like an excellent team we have together here. I look forward to working with you in the future.
Yes, because one of you is not in working order.
Oh dear, Master Dwarf, it seems you have been injured. Perhaps we need to see a healer about that. I believe there's a House Jurasco post not too
You see
far
the
from here, I
dwarf
think.
opening his coat, taking out a small wand-like thing, and actually touches himself on the wound area.
Oh, he's touching himself.
Does the wand have a nice rolling ball to the end of it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay,
impressed
you
I
touch yourself.
remembered the house that does the healing.
Yes.
House
You know what?
Jurasco.
Boom.
Wow, thanks. I
now-
remember lore. I get rewarded
Yes.
for remembering lore.
Dries, roll me an artifice to see how well you remove your wounds.
Artificer, that's weird science.
Aye.
And also the thing I was mentioning in the chat before is that Douwe forgot to let Dries unshake himself.
Indeed.
What do I roll?
D8?
Yes, I
It's
know,
your
but I already,
artifice thingy.
yes, but
Yes.
I already rolled, I think.
Oh, I
Oh.
see a 4 and a 4, which is enough to remove your
Yeah.
wound.
Okay.
Your healing wand loses 1 power point. And won't regain it until you plug it into whatever you use to recharge it.
By the gods,
That's-
man! Is that a magic wand?
Yes, it is. My
Where did you
own
buy
design.
that?
I made it myself.
You wait. Are you some sort of a wizard?
Some may call me Tim.
No, I am not. I am what you call
Artificer.
an artificer.
You did not mention this in your resume.
You did not ask.
Well, I see you're, I'm getting a lot more than I'm paying for. Excellent!
Greedy.
Does that mean I should be second in command?
Now, you've already signed your contract. We've already, taken care of everything.
In other words, you're not going to give your you're not going to make magic items for the party. Because, you have not been greedy.
So, with other words, I will only use that skill for myself, because that's not in my contract.
And he's
I
not
see
willing
we
to
need
pay
to
for it.
negotiate our terms.
as he walks off, as he walks up to the assembled warforge and picks up all the pieces.
Alright,
Yes, oh
you
yes,
may-
of course. We need to deal with this.
Yes.
Well, can we repair him? I think I look like to Sparks and say, Mr. Sparks, I think you're the Warforged. Isn't it possible to reassemble a deassembled Warforged and get him back into working shape? What do you think?
I think it is. It is.
Yes, warforges are basically built to last because, it kind of helps if you can repair your soldiers, especially
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nico, why don't
Experienced
you use your
it depends on
craft?
how heavy the damage is.
Why don't you use your craft skill to check if he's repairable?
Yeah, I'm actually
is
going
his
to do
craft?
that.
Actually, Mr. Stoneforge can do the same. He can use either his craft metal or his artifice skill, since
Yes, but Galen knows that Sparks has metalworking skills, and he's a warforged, so that's why he's asking him.
I'm just saying it for the proper procedure. And while those two are repairing the warforged, I think that the hobgoblin will want to investigate this crime scene.
You have a
I'm gonna-
D6 in craft? Oh my goodness.
Also, Dawa, can we say he has a warforged repair kit like I suggested?
Yeah.
Then he has a +2
worry
on
about it
repairing
anymore.
warforged.
Um,
Specifically.
6.
yeah,
Then
sure.
it's a 6.
Reese, do you want to do something with this? Thank you.
Yes, let me use my metal crafting.
You may also use your
How do
weird
I roll?
science.
God.
You may also use your artifice, which is actually
It's the same.
okay.
It's so D8.
Dries?
So
Right.
what did I roll?
A 5.
A 5.
Okay.
Let's see. Artifice is a better skill for repairing warforged and craft metal. Actually, I've looked it up.
Okay.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he's got a Warforged repair kit. He's got
Yes,
the right
indeed.
tools for the job.
Yes, that is true. Now, the state of this warforged. He took a pounding, really, but the actual damage is not that bad. The worst thing is that apparently looters have been at it, and they've been disassembling him. He's now currently in possession of one torso, one head, and one leg,
Oh,
which is not a full set.
Let's
boy.
do it. C3PO routine.
There's also another thing. Somebody very delicately removed the back of the head and has removed the memory crystals and a part you have never seen before. And there's a big space in his head which holds some kind of which should have held a orb with rings around it.
well, that's not
think.
good.
Okay, no, good. Yeah, that's definitely
And
not good.
that last bit is a puzzle because you know of no Warforged part that fits there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's
He's a
intriguing.
Warforged.
Of course, he relays this to the other craftsmen
Mm-hmm.
and informs that it is unwise to put this unit back together before we recover the crystals. Should we recover the crystals?
He is
Or
still,
the
he is
orb
still,
thingy?
yes, he is still alive though. Well,
Time to investigate.
Yes,
He
it
is
is your
lucky.
department, Master.
yes, he is sort of still alive, but starting him up right now would not be a good idea.
Investigation time.
Dun,
I'm
dun,
gonna
dun,
look
dun,
around for any
dun,
clues,
dun.
any evidence, anything that would tell me
So
where the memory crystals went and where the other pieces of his body went.
the craftsmen share what they found?
There we go.
Yes,
I ate
Yes.
it now.
Yes.
7.
cool. You have you get a few very interesting bits. You also find one of the goblins that has merely been bashed senseless. You can wake him up and start interrogating him.
I reach into my bag. I grab a few slave
Oh.
cuffs,
Mm-hmm. Manacles, sure.
manacles. Yeah. I cuff his hands behind his back and his feet together, and I sit him up against a wall. And then I pull out a small little bag that has a bunch of sharp-looking instruments, and I unroll it.
All right. You're going to intimidate him quite heavily, are you not?
Oh yeah. And then I pull out a little jar of smelling salts, put it under his nose to wake him up.
Cool. Roll him.
Well, roll what?
Oh, intimidation. You go away. What? Metal! Ah!
And as I do this, I'm gonna say in Darkonian, you have two choices. You tell me what I want to know, or you will scream what I want to know.
Well, you have a reputation for meanness, so roll those dice, and you make it. He spills the beans and goes, "Yeah, we don't know about this. I don't know about those guys who crushed the cattle, but that's some good metal there. Good metal. Gold pays good for that. So we brought into the Goldust Crucible. It's in the cogs.
The crystals.
Crucible. You know where you smelt things,
No,
where you melt metal.
The things in the back of his head.
Oh, we know. We don't know. His head was empty.
Is he lying to me?
Roll me a notice.
Yeah, I don't find that believable.
Based. Awoo!
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
He's speaking the truth. He's not telling you everything, though.
So he had an empty head? I guess he was on his way to the Wizard of Oz.
Okay. I pull out one that looks kind of like a small sickle. By the way, all this, the conversation on my end is
Yes,
in
in
Darkonian.
Darkonian.
I don't know if he's responding in Darkonian.
Unless I say indifferent, people respond in the language that they are spoken to.
Okay. I pull
Besides,
out,
it's his native language.
I pull out what looks like a small little sickle,
Mhm.
and I bring it up to his chest and right to the middle of his rib cage.
He tries to screw him out of your way. What do you?
I grab his throat and I pin him against the wall as I dig into his chest just a little.
And, hold on, may I interject for a moment?
Yes.
Now, there's no need for cruelties.
I look up at him and I say, "We need the in common. We need the captain. Let me do my work." I turn back to the goblin and I say, "Oh, does that hurt?" in Darkonian.
Yeah, of course. You're stupid as well as ugly.
Oh boy.
You have 3 seconds before your chest comes open. Tell me everything.
Right.
Two,
Weird.
one.
Will you let me finish? Thank you. As I was going to say, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me that. As I was going to say, so what was it again? Ah, yeah, 2 humans. They arrive. Two humans. Don't know which one. Arrive separately. Like first one wore one of those dark cloak stuffs. The second one was dressed in red with squiggly things. I don't know. And the first one took the shinies in the other, and then the second one took the roundy thingy. Then I ran for my crew to hold this big lump of metal to Golders.
Okay. I put the sickle away. I take my hand off his throat. I pull out a little sketch pad and I draw a few different designs of squigglies and cloaks and whatnot. And I tell him, point them out. What did they look like?
That takes you a while, and you're getting nowhere.
Nowhere.
Nope.
So it's no common symbols that I see.
Nope.
Okay.
And he hasn't really gotten a good look at the squigglies. So yeah. But at least you know.
Is he telling me everything?
Yeah.
Good. Then what I do is I grab my little thing, roll it back up, put it in my coat. I pick up a heavy pipe and I smack him on the back of the head to knock him out.
Okay, he is knocked out.
That was unnecessary.
I take the manacles off, I put them in my coat, and I
Did
say,
he tell
"We have
you
all the
everything?"
information we need. We have everything we need.
Then why did you hit him?
Because I wanted my manacles.
You could have just let him go.
It's metal. He would have tried to escape with at least one of them. No.
Let him go. Let him go. Just let it go.
Goblins are greedy.
Now, if I'm right, you can now see a couple of lesser prophecy shards right next to the deck of cards. Each one of you may take one of them, because you survived this battle and found out something very interesting.
Cool.
Multiple interesting things.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
And I'm going to write down everything that he told me in character.
I suggest you do that out of character as well, as this is our dinner break, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm hungry.
Okay, hold on then. I need to open up another notepad. So, let's see.
But the rest of you is dismissed.
What was the name of Golders?
Golders, yes. While I talk to Richard.
Where the
And
The
I
rest of you can
suggest
get... Yes?
after the break that we basically start asking around if they saw anybody, if anybody saw anybody arrive here before the goblins. You know, use streetwise.
one
Not a problem.
and
I'll help with my D4.
Hey, at least you're not defaulting.
Yeah, but I have I don't have ranks in streetwise, but I have charismatic, so at least I roll a D4, not a D4 minus 2.
Yeah.
I didn't know that charismatic did that.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
charismatic is added to streetwise
Plus
and to
2,
persuasion.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have that. Plus, Warforged take a pretty hefty negative.
Yeah, you also take a penalty too.
Yeah, I take a
Streetwise.
penalty of -4, so.
Yeah, that's possible.
all the Warforged needs to do is stand there and look intimidating.
Warforged were not made for conversation.
Yeah, they were machines of war.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
So
so
yes, investigation. After the
now
break.
I've got so
Yes.
far Golders is where the medal was taken.
Yes.
2 humans took crystals and ring out of the head. 1 human had a red cloak and squigglies on it. He's the one who took the crystals.
Those are the most important.
No, he took the guy in red took the orb.
The orb.
Crystal and orb are the most important, obviously.
Yes.
The legs
Okay,
and pieces of
crystals
the body can technically be replaced.
And then the other human had a black cloak and took the crystals, right?
Yes.
That's all it was a black cloak, nothing
Yes.
else?
Mm-hmm. It's a bit
Okay.
sketchy, I know.
Yeah, we'll go gather information after the break, right, everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right you are.
Okay, and then it's time for us to go scavenge for some food, and we'll see you after the interlude.